Welcome to the Tactical Writing Academy. I'm Greg.
And I'm Mitch.
In this episode, we'll help you protect the power source of your writing, your verbs.
Some writers sabotage their verbs with poor writing habits.
We won't let that happen to you.
In our first episode, Add Punch, we imagined a sentence as a punch in mid-swing.
The fist is a precise noun. The more precise the noun, the harder and sharper the fist becomes.
And the force hurling that fist toward its target is a powerful verb.
The last thing you want to do is slow that swing. To prevent that from happening, let's get tactical. With Tactic 1, keep your verb close to its subject. The subject of the sentence is the person or thing doing the action.
If you place your verb too far from its subject, your punch could stall in mid-swing.
That's right. You'll end up with a sentence like this. Pierre Labrosse, an artist who came all the way from France, painted the portrait.
Readers get through 2 words before halting at the first comma. Then, the writer forces them to process that Pierre is an artist who came all the way from France. Finally, after that 9-word interruption, readers learn that he painted the portrait.
All these words pause the punch in mid-swing. Let's strengthen that sentence.
We'll remove the pause and keep the verb close to its subject. We should feel free to reorder the sentence and even use a different verb, like this. Artist Pierre Labrosse traveled all the way from France to paint the portrait.
This edit enlivens the sentence because nothing separates the subject and verb. That's punch. Our next tactic shares a similar vibe. Tactic 2, keep your verb close to its object. An object is the person or thing receiving the action from the verb.
Phrases can also separate the verb from its object, slowing the action, like this.
He fired, after months of warnings, the problematic employee. Readers get through 2 words before they must halt at the first comma. They don't even know what the sentence is about yet. For example, did he fire a gun?
The writer forces the readers to learn and remember extra information, after months of warning, that won't make sense until later.
Finally, the writer reveals the point. He fired an employee. Now the readers must apply the extra information that he had warned the employee for months to the firing.
The readers are working too hard. The punch has weakened into a tap.
To keep the action flowing, let's rewrite the sentence to keep the subject and object close together. He fired the problematic employee after months of warnings.
This sentence lands more punch because that comma-separated phrase, after months of warning, no longer slows the swinging fist. Now, only 2 words separate the verb from the object.
And that tightens the writing. We learned 2 ways writers can sabotage their verbs.
They can separate the subject from the verb, and they can separate the verb from the object.
Fortunately, the fixes are simple.
Just keep the subject close to the verb, and the verb close to the object. Place the information that separates them later in the sentence, or in the next sentence.
Then your sentence's momentum flows uninterrupted.
And that's it for this episode. Subscribe to our channel and share the videos with your friends and colleagues.
Stay tactical and keep your text tight.